From the Stratus Arena at the Rotman Center on the campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University, WCTV is proud to present the second game of the quarterfinals for the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. Hello everybody, I'm Larry LaFury, again along with John Francola and the volunteers of WCTV as we get ready for the second game here. Second seeded Don Bosco Prep versus the 7th seed Paramus Catholic. John, Paramus Catholics making their entry into the Jamboree. They have a very hard-working team. It's a team that is morphing itself into a better team week after week after week. They got a very good young coach, first year there, Coach Mack Scott. They have an upside. They're here against a very tough team, Don Bosco Prep, who knows their way around the Jamboree. Should be a very interesting game.
Yes, again, like you mentioned, Paramus Catholic has got E.J. Anosika, Landon Gaines, and Ty Lynn Johnson. They had a great game against Hackensack to get into the quarterfinal. Don Bosco is 20-2, Larry. Their two losses against Ramapo 66-62 and Bergen Catholic 61-52. They're an outstanding team led by Omar Mustafa, Brandon Alex Anderson, Chris Paul, and Marcellus Erlington. They could be the best team in the county.
They could be playing the best ball in the county. I totally agree with you, John, there. Paramus Catholic, they have a young player in the 25, E.J. Anosika. He plays the entire game, the full game, the full 48 minutes, constantly working, and everything is built around him. They come off him with the weave, he passes the ball out, he tries to score. Outstanding young man. We saw him last week. We're impressed with his work ethic.
Oh, he worked inside. He's unbelievable to stop. And he plays the whole game. He's 6'5", but he's very strong. He's got great move inside. And he needs help for the rest of his players to beat Don Bosco.
And also we have, like I said, we have a first-year head coach, Mark Scott, who brings a lot of, let's say, energy to the team. He's on the sideline, wishing them well, pushing them, giving them what they need. If they need a little pat in the back, he gives them a pat in the back. He needs them a pat on the head, he gives them a pat in the head. So we saw him last week. We're very impressed the way he coaches.
I never watched the coach who was so animated. At Tenafly, he was great. Every play, every move, he was up high, up low. This guy, if you take his intensity, you win all your games.
So we got the horn is blown. We're going to get the starting lineups, and we'll be playing the second game here. Now, the winner of this game will move on next week here at the Rotman Center to play Teaneck that defeated Ramsey earlier this morning in the first game. They won by 11 points. I believe it was 50-41. All right, we're getting ready now for the opening, the announcing, and then we'll have the tip-off. Let's turn it over to the voice of the Jamboree, Joe Hausman.
Bergen County Basketball Jamboree. Our second game is at the notable feature. The Paladins of Paramus Catholic High School, coached by Mr. Mark Scott. And the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep High School, coached by Mr. Kevin Duverio. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the entire rosters for both games, beginning with the non-starters and going full team. For the visitors, the Paladins of Paramus Catholic, number 45, Jared Simmons, number 45. For the Paladins, number 13, Kenji Planko, number 13. For Paramus Catholic High School, number 22, Adrian Amaro, number 22. Paladins, number 12, Tommy Pandolno, number 12.
Yeah, it's fine, thank you.
Number 34, Paramus Catholic High School, Mankai Gaten, number 34. Number 11 for the Paladins, N.J. Scott, number 23. For the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep High School, number 25, Victor Kanaka, number 25. For the Ironmen, number 15, Jalen Mills, number 15. Number 14 for the Ironmen, Matt Paramus, number 14. For the Ironmen of Don Bosco, number 13, Stephen Lennox, number 13. Number 11 for Don Bosco, Denny Meehan, number 11. For the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep High School, number 3, Matt Petrosino, number 3. Number 23 for the Ironmen, Chris Lomisolo, number 23. Number 24 for the Ironmen, Ronald Harper, number 24. And number 22 for Don Bosco, Marcellus Earlington, number 22. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineups for both teams, beginning with the Paramus Catholic Paladins and alternating teams. Starting at guard this afternoon, a 6'3" sophomore, number 32, Justin Sykes, number 32. Starting at guard for the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep High School, number 12, a 5'11" junior, Charlie Majan, number 12. And the guard position for the Paladins, a 6' senior, number 1, Tylen Johnson, number 1. Starting at forward for Don Bosco, a 6'6" junior, number 4, Manley Dorme, number 4. And the guard position for the Paladins of Paramus Catholic High School, a 5'10" senior, number 2, Chris Skirback, number 2. And the guard position for the Ironmen this afternoon, a 6'5" junior, number 1, Chris Hall, number 1. Starting at the forward position for the Paladins of Paramus Catholic, a 6'4" senior, number 5, Landon Gaines, number 5. And the guard position this afternoon for Bosco, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Omar Mustafa, number 30. And the forward position for the Paladins, a 6'6" senior, number 25, E.J. Anosike, number 25. And starting at guard for the Ironmen of Don Bosco, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Brandon Anderson, number 2. Your starting lineups for the Paladins of Paramus Catholic High School, Ironmen, Don Bosco Prep High School.
So Larry, they made some changes.
The officials for this second game, Mr.
So they made some changes, Larry, for the starting lineup as you're writing. For Don Bosco Prep, they have Chris Paul, number 1, Brandon Alexander, number 2, Manley Dorme, number 4, Omar Mustafa, number 30, changed the number, and Charlie Bagan, number 12. So those are your starters for Don Bosco.
Yeah, they changed everything on us.
And for Paramus Catholic, as you're making the adjustments, number 1, Tylen Johnson, Chris Skurback, number 2, Landon Gaines, number 5, EJ Anosika, number 25, and Justin Sykes, number 32.
Oh, okay.
And there we go.
Wow. There we go.
We adjusted on the fly.
Yeah.
And here we go as Paramus Catholic has the ball.
Has the ball coming up now outside to Sykes. And they put it into Johnson. We apologize. We were given 5 starters, and it was changed. Or we got them wrong. More likely, we got them wrong.
I don't think so. But
Well, we're going to be nice.
We'll be nice. We were wrong.
Serbeck now.
But we got everything right now.
Serbeck. Paramus Catholic trying to set a play up.
And some of the Don Bosco were yelling 5 because number 1 did not go forward. He was going sideways.
And Asike, number 25. He'll probably play the entire game. Johnson back outside to Gaines. Back outside to Johnson. You think maybe Paramus Catholic would want to
5
slow the game?
seconds.
Yeah, he didn't move the ball forward.
Well, you know,
got caught.
you have to make a movement. And the first turnover.
So Chris Paul will shoot it in.
6'5" guard.
He gives it to Brandon Anderson. Anderson has been here at the Jamboree along with Mustafa and has played very well. Back outside to Mustafa, who wants and shoots.
Oh, he can
and
shoot.
hits. Omar Mustafa. We saw him as a sophomore, and he was banging them in then, John.
Well, you know, he changed the number.
Yeah, to 5 to 30.
And he figured that at 30, I'd make more threes.
He's got that 3 in that, huh? The ball gets dribbled out of bounds. So Chris Paul, Brandon Anderson, Manley Dorme, Charlie Baglin, Omar Mustafa for Don Bosco.
We can adjust with the best.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right. And we're just settling down after that first game.
Gaines into Serbeck. Serbeck being pushed back by Baglin.
Well, they're taking 2 minutes off.
You think that's just what they're trying to do here?
Well,
Try to
it's
slow the
3-0.
game down, you know? Slow the game down.
Oh, absolutely.
Johnson
Looks good.
shoots and hits for 3.
Three-pointer.
Well, we're tied early here.
And they're in a zone.
Paul back outside to Mustafa. Inside, back outside to Paul. Paul's a good point guard. Back outside, Mustafa and Paul. They pass the ball around very nicely.
Absolutely.
Anderson now.
He's a junior, Paul.
Crossover. Paul puts it up
Whoa.
and in. So it's Chris Paul with a nice running shot.
Could be a D1 right there.
He's got the height. 6'5".
Excellent. This Brandon Anderson, another very good player.
6'1".
He's the senior, though. And Mustafa, of course, number 30, who changed shirts on us.
Oh, Mustafa's just a
Can shoot.
shooter.
Oh, what a shooter. You don't give him an inch, he'll take a mile. In 3-pointers, that is. A double team in the corner.
Serbeck is getting
5 seconds.
again a penalty. They can't. You got to move the ball in. You got 5 seconds to advance the ball, or it's a turnover.
Can't be like Lennon, who used to just dribble the ball for the Locals. You got to go forward.
Kevin
If
DeVario is the coach. We got a quick shot of him. I have Don Bosco.
We'll have to tell people how many times he's been on in the Jamboree.
Mustafa from the outside.
Oh,
Hit the backboard.
the top of the backboard.
Anasaki had it. Hands off now to Johnson. Johnson. Surbeck. Anderson watching. At least he's moving in this time. He's backing up and moving in.
Yeah, you got to move in. You got to show a positive move in. And you can see where the referee keeps counting. And of course, if there's no closeness of the player within a couple of feet,
Gaines.
you can stay there.
He's moving. Back out to Johnson. They can't get inside. Anasiki hands off to Johnson. Puts it up, no good. Anasiki goes up, puts it up and in. No, this kid's got a tremendous amount of potential. EJ Anasiki, he just needs a little polish here and there.
Inside, he's a force to behold with.
Mustafa out to Paul. Anderson inside the doormate. Mustafa got inside. Underhand. No good. Ripped down by Anasike. What I said about him, he could be an outstanding player with a little bit more polish and getting a little bit more work. He has a lot of potential. He has a lot of upside. Johnson puts it up, no good.
And he's
they're gonna call a foul. They're gonna call it on Johnson, I think.
On 30.
Hey, that's my old friend from Giant Stadium, Pepper Johnson. John, I'll give you a nickname, give me his first name.
I don't know. I always knew him as Pepper.
That's his aunt called him because he was always fine. We have Bobby Maines here who came to me with Giant Stadium for 20 years. You know what Pepper Johnson's first name is? Nah, not Pepper. Thomas. Thomas Pepper Johnson. See, I know all this being a Giant fan.
And Johnson makes 1 out of 2.
So,
and Mustafa had the foul, by the way.
Thank you very much.
We got to keep on the game. Of course, Pepper Johnson, I got to hang out with him. He was
great
a
linebacker.
Tough
he was a good linebacker.
He would take care of us. He would protect us.
All right, last thing on Pepper Johnson. What college?
North Carolina.
Ohio State.
Oh, I knew that.
I thought you did. Anderson for a long
I heard you say that before.
Up and in by Dorme.
No basket.
And they're going to say no basket. But he put it in.
I heard that. That it was Ohio State before, Larry.
He was Ohio State.
But I want to show you that I didn't know it originally.
Now, the next game we have Bergen Catholic and St. Joe's. Are we going to have the McCourties here?
I don't know.
Paul.
You know, if they're here, they'll come and
bounds.
see us.
If they're in the neighborhood, they come to that game. The two McCourties, the two brothers.
I think they're in Spring Valley.
Yep.
Well, I don't think they live in there anymore. Their parents may be there.
Let's see. We have a.
They're probably in a big house.
Jason and Devin. Let's see what's going on here.
I don't know. They're getting a clarification. They wanted to get into our conversation, Larry.
No, they're talking about. I think they're trying to figure out, make sure the fouls are correct.
On the right person.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
There he is, Pepper Johnson.
Well, I want to see the college.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was also. There's his stats.
Yeah, definitely Ohio State.
He might have been a coach up in New England, too, a linebacker coach. He might still be up there. I'm not sure. I lost track of him. Somebody just whispered in my ears with the Jets. A Jets fan told me that.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I have no idea. We're talking about Pepper Johnson. We'll figure it out when they figure it out.
Well, now they got both coaches ready to talk.
Yeah, let's see.
5-5.
Hey, no, John. Well, we got a few minutes. Why don't you read the BCA Memorial Jamboree
I'll start this
and the proceed where this money goes and all the.
Well, let me start as they're chatting over here. The proceeds from the Jamboree and other county tournaments are used to fund the 54 scholarship awarded to each of the BCCA member schools. For several years, the BCCA has awarded $27,000 in scholarships. 500 to each school, largely due to the thousands of fans who support the Jamboree and other tournaments. We're going to stop right here as we go back to the game. Here's the whistle. All right, and I'll continue at that
We
point.
have no idea
when we get
since
a
we're
break.
far away from the scorer's table as to what took place. But I think there was a problem
With the fouls.
of fouls that they gave someone a foul. We'll try to find out. We'll send Bobby Maines over at halftime to figure this out.
We got
And they
a
travel.
little walk. So the score is 6-5 in favor of.
The Paladins. I hope I'm reading that.
No,
Yes,
you're
it is.
right. You're right. Yeah, Johnson with 4 points and Anosike with 2, making 6.
Gaines puts it into Johnson. Johnson comes up. Anderson's watching him. And Asike has it. There's a whistle on the play.
Another
Jared
5
Simmons.
seconds.
They got to move the ball inside. Jared Simmons, number 45, is in.
3rd turnover.
Number 22, Marcellus Arlington.
Marcellus Arlington is coming in.
And Marcellus Arlington is usually a starter, but this day he did not.
Mustafa has. Over to Anderson. Ball. Baglin. Anderson for a 3-pointer. No good. Mustafa got inside. Gaines has it. And they call a timeout. Coach Mark Scott of Paramus Catholic calls a timeout.
Before
Paramus
they
Catholic
call,
will have the ball. And they lead 6-5. John, do you want to continue?
well, let me continue at this point. This scholarship program is named in the honor of Lou Lancelota, a longtime executive secretary, treasurer of the BCCA, multi-sport coach at Paramus High School. The Bergen County Coaches Association, represented by Chris Brown, Park Ridge president, Roger Pelletier, Mawa, first vice president, Brian McDonnell, Indian Hills, second vice president, Howie Conklin, Bergenfield, secretary, Ed Sharon, Joe Del Buno, executive treasurer, and the Jamboree committee, Paul Pugliese and Ed Cromer, co-chairman, Leo Steinberg, John Ryan, Rookie Corcoran, Chris Hannibal, and BCCA liaison, Tom Curry.
And a nice chit-chat with Tom Curry after the last game. That Teaneck won 51-40 over Ramsey.
Outstanding young athletic director.
At Bergenfield. Okay,
So we're back.
Simmons has the ball now. Mustafa's watching him. Off to Serbeck. And Asike has it.
He almost got 5 there.
Arlington and Anasika, those are 2 big kids there. Under the basket, they'll be banging. Serbeck has. Watch by Baglin.
This has got the making of a very low-scoring game.
You would think so. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 6-5. Johnson,
Outstanding defense by both
watched by
teams.
Anderson, and they're going to call walk.
Well,
So with 26.8 seconds,
Oh.
Don Bosco will take the ball. Go ahead.
young man right there going off. Number 1.
He got injured.
I think it could have been below the waist. I'm not going to tell you where, but it was below the waist.
MJ Scott is in for Johnson.
Well, that's what you have to do when you have one of those pains. You got to take some time off.
Mustafa will hold the ball. We have 13 seconds,
They're waiting.
10
for-
seconds. Now they'll get it in. Anderson. Mustafa wants it, shoots it up, no good. Long rebound, comes on a second, no good. And the first quarter comes to an end with a 6-5 lead. Paramus Catholic over Don Bosco Prep. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. So, starting the second quarter, 6-5, Paramus Catholic leads Don Bosco Prep. Low scoring first quarter. Long jump shot, good. And that is Brandon Anderson. Anasike has just got the word from our friend Brian Carr that Pepper was a coach for the New England Patriots. Thank you, Brian. Oh, shot by MJ Scott. I tell you what, John, he would have got that one in. That would have brought the crowd to its feet.
Yeah, nice hook shot.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to shoot 2 foul shots out.
So he'll go to the line for 2 with Don Bosco up by 1. So Scott hits the first one.
A freshman, by the way.
Ooh, wow.
MJ Scott.
Young team. Young team with a young coach, Sean. And into quarterfinals here at the Jamboree.
So it should be 9, right?
8-7. Earlington goes up, and they're going to say he was fouled by, I believe, we'll wait, but it looked like Gaines.
Gaines on the foul?
Yep.
Charge to number 5, Landon Gaines, his first personal foul. First team foul.
This is Earlington, Marcellus. First one is good.
Marcellus Earlington. One more time.
Marcellus is 6'5". He's a sophomore, John.
He's an excellent player. Usually he starts.
You know, he reminds me of just a little bit. I don't know why, it just caught my eye. Remember Mr. Biggs from
Yes, played at Pittsburgh.
but the Pittsburgh, played for Don Bosco, big star here, outstanding basketball player. He has that built like him. This is Simmons. Gaines. Scott, the freshman.
I missed the basket.
Here goes Johnson. He has room there. Oh, nice move inside by Simmons. He had everything except the shot. Anderson hits for 3. Brandon Anderson buries it. The senior buries a 3-pointer, and it's 12-8 now.
Yeah, I'm off by 2 points. Somebody from Don Bosco snuck a basket in on me.
Scott. Ananoski looking. Simmons. Scott cut off by Paul. Knocked away. Inside, taken back by Scott. And the ball rolls out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Paramus captain. This is just MJ Scott. There's no fear in this young man.
No.
A freshman playing in a game like this, it had a big college court.
Oh yeah, he probably plays in the summer, you know, with one of those traveling teams to build that assurance, and to be able to play as a freshman, you got to be good.
Ananoski hands over to Simmons. Simmons. Ananoski goes in, and they're going to call a foul on EJ. I believe they're calling it EJ.
That's 2 for him.
And Asike with the foul.
First. His first personal foul. Yeah, somebody from Don Bosco made a basket.
We'll figure that out.
We will. It's in the second quarter, which...
Mustafa goes in, fouled, and it's going to drop. Basket is good. So the basket counts, I believe.
And basket was good.
Right.
Niall Sams on the foul.
Going to the line, completes the 3-point play. Omar Mustafa.
Great
Nice
offensive play.
Mustafa hits again. It's 15-8 now. Don Bosco leads. Paramus Catholic as Gerard Simmons brings it up slowly, watched by Mustafa. Knocked away by Anderson.
Outstanding defense in these first quarter and a half by both teams.
Right in front of Coach Kevin DeVario, who's no stranger to the quarters, semis, and finals.
No, we're going to have to get some stats on this young man.
Johnson brings it out, watched by Anderson.
Kevin DeVario, 50 wins and 15 losses, 65 games in the Jamboree.
Wow. They're going to call over the top, I think, on Earlington. I'm not sure. Wait. Yeah, they are. Earlington with the foul. Yeah, John, say that again. There he is, Kevin DeVario.
He's got 50 wins and 15 losses, and I believe 5 championships. If I'm 50 and 15.
50 and 15.
Let's see how many.
Wow. Gaines from outside three. Hits the rim, bounds away. Knocked out of bounds. Oh, it's out of bounds. I thought Harper knocked it out of bounds. Serbeck is going to come in for Paramus Catholic.
Well, we got all that done.
Serbeck, no good. Paul, high for the rebound. Quickly up to Earlington, and Earlington is fouled. I believe Serbeck is going to get called for the foul, if I can see him. Yes, there he is. He went behind the post, the goal post there. So Earlington will go to the line, the sophomore.
He's 2 for 2 from the line. 2 shots again. And just like that, in and out.
We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go and a half. It's 15-8, Don Bosco.
If you're looking at my stats, it's 13-8.
That's all right, John. Very
well,
easy.
you know what it is.
Look, the referee's getting your way. The kid's
Oh,
getting your
my
way.
goodness.
Bobby Maines will help you.
Now, we'll get it. We'll get it. It
We'll go to
definitely
Jim-
happened in the second quarter.
We'll go get Jim McConville. He'll explain everything to us. 3-point shot from the outside. Simmons, no good. Whistle on the play. 2 refs blew the whistle.
I'm
They both saw
feeling
the
that
same thing.
Jim
There's Jim
McConville
McConville. All the stats.
on number 5. His second
Landon Gaines with a foul.
and the 5th foul. Oh,
So Anderson has now.
I thought Anderson was practicing bowling then. You saw him with the ball. He was looking to make a strike.
Earlington in there with
Oh, look at that.
no
Big
good.
move.
Serbeck bangs it around. And it could be that Simmons knocked it off Earlington. I believe that's what they're going to call.
Looks like Coach Mark Scott.
So there's the other side, Pete DeFranco.
And Paul Pugliese.
Pugliese, co-chairman. Paul is a co-chairman along with
He just couldn't stay away.
Ed Crowmer.
He decided to come back in. I think he retired from his regular job, right?
Yeah, I retired from Waldwick.
Joined the group, the Happy Group.
That's me.
And me.
And you. And Bobby Maines.
And Bobby Maines.
Gaines from the outside for 3. No good. And the seeker is inside. He got the rebound. There's Ed Cromwell on the left side. And his co-chairman. They do a lot. To put this tournament on, they do a lot of work. And the seeker missed the first one. You know, John, they hold to the 650 rule. To get into the tournament, you have to have a 650, and then what they do is they check to see what teams don't have it, if they had a real strength of schedule, and they might seat
And
teams.
then you could have a team that strength of schedule can get in less than 650.
Mustafa Oh, he is outside. He is soft as he hits a three-pointer. And now it's a 19-8 Don Bosco lead over Paramus Catholic. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington. The Bergen County Coaches Association and the Jamboree Committee would like to thank the following organization for their wonderful support from 2016 Jamboree. TD Bank, Sports Time, The Record, Lifesavers Incorporated, Ryan Murphy Esquire, Biggie's Restaurant, Diamond Rock Water, Joel and Company Insurance, and the Washington Community Television, otherwise known as WCTV, the all-volunteer group from the Township of Washington, bringing you the quarterfinals here from the campus of FDU at the Rotten
Mike
Center.
Doherty.
Mike Doherty getting ready for the next game, which will be St. Joe's.
What a battle that's going to
and Bergen Catholic.
That's going to be a game of all games.
Whoa, whoa.
It could be a battle to the end.
They usually are.
And last year, Bergen beat St. Joe's and then won it all by beating Teaneck, last year's jam. Bergen Catholic.
Jumping no good. Paul with the rebound.
A guard that can rebound.
Paul knocked away by Johnson. Johnson gets around Paul, driving the base, lays it up, and no good. But Asaki puts it back up as he trailed the play.
He picked up a piece of change and made the basket.
19-10. Mustafa holds it, hands it to Anderson. Baglin has. Outside to Anderson. That long three. Whoa! Was he downtown? Charlie Baglin hits a three.
There's water on the court, ladies and gentlemen.
Beg your pardon, hits three.
That was from downtown, Charlie Brown area.
Sure was.
Oh,
Alasaki with a tip-in. Sanasike lays it in on a nice tip.
You mentioned
so EJ will go to the line.
EJ's a better way of calling him. 6'5" or 6'6".
Justin Sykes is in, number 32.
He started the game.
Hits.
So Anasike now has 7 points.
Lovisolo is in. Chris Lovisolo, number 23, will check in.
6'9". Isaac Brown, though.
They got some height on this team, huh, John?
Oh, some big height. Next game has a lot of height, too, with Bergen Catholic.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of it. Anderson and Paul.
Where's Bagan? Get that Bagan guy come out.
There is Bagan. Throws it back out to Paul.
A junior Bagan.
Bagan looking. We have 36 seconds to go in the half.
Well, it looks like last shot again.
It looks like it as...
That's good. This way I'll be off by 2.
Anderson is backing up. He's going to wait for the last...
22-13.
They'll wait till about 10 seconds before they make their run. There's the scoreboard. There's the score. Don Bosco leads. Paramus Catholic. Here we go. 5 seconds. Anderson, no good. And rebounded by Paramus Catholic. And the half comes to an end with Don Bosco Prep leading Paramus Catholic 22-10, 22-13. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. High school basketball games will be airing throughout March on this system that you are watching. We run so many different systems. I'll be here half is over trying to explain it to you. So just go to the system you're watching, check your channel, and watch all the games that we will be covering. We'll be covering the quarters, the semis, and the finals. Okay, when we come back, we'll do the Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund. We're at halftime, 22-16. Don Bosco Prep leads Paramus Catholic. This is the second game of the quarterfinals here at FDU. The Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund has been instituted. The Mickey Corcoran Scholarship is a fund established in the name of the late Mickey Corcoran, who was a figure in Bergen County high school sports scene for over 70 years. Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit organization established to recognize male and female high school athletes who embody the characteristics of Coach Mickey Corcoran. The athlete who's awarded the scholarship will have distinguished him or herself on and off the field. Being the best athlete on the team is not a prerequisite to receive this award. The athlete will have to demonstrate respect for teammates, coaches, and officials. He or she will be of high moral character with a hard-working ethic, discipline, and a sense of fair play. The recipient will be regarded as coachable by his or her teammates and coaches. The athlete must have conducted some form of community service either in school or in the local community. Nominations can be submitted through the nominee's high school athletic office. A tax-exempt donation to the fund can be made out to the Bergen County Coaches Association. Please put on the memo section Mickey Corcoran Scholarship and send that money to the Bergen County Coaches Association, care of Mickey Corcoran Scholarship Fund, 235 Airmont Road, Marwan, New Jersey, 07430. Thank you so very much. And the committee thanks you for the support that will be given. We are ready. John can give the stats because he was going crazy here, and he got everything back to order. Go ahead, John.
All right, quickly for Paramus Catholic. Tylin Johnson, 4. MJ Scott, 2. Anosike, 7 for a total of 13. For Don Bosco, Chris Paul, 2. Brandon Anderson, 5. Omafa Mustafa, 9. Bagan, 3. And Marcellus Erlington, 3 for a total of 22. 17-7 in that quarter to expand the lead to 9 points.
Very good. See, I told you would get everything figured out. I had confidence in you. Ball dribbles off the hands of Gaines.
As you notice, Don Bosco is slowly starting to spread up and get into the sink in a proper
Yeah, sometimes
attack.
it takes you a little bit to get it. We saw Teaneck do that last game.
I give a lot of kudos to Ramsey, though. They played some game.
And a rebound comes to still just undecided.
Well, we got a whistle.
Let's see what we got here. Ball is, there was a timeout called. So a timeout was called on the court with 7:25 to go. Only, 25 seconds go by. Here's how we got here. Cliffside Park defeated Park Ridge. And then Hackensack knocked off Palisades Park. Don Bosco knocked off Cliffside Park last week. Paramus Catholic won at 10 a fly over Hackensack. And here we are. Bosco 2 versus 7 Paramus Catholic.
And in the wings, we have Bergen Catholic at St. Joe's. I think they're going to play Tiddlywinks today.
Wow.
They play all sports together.
And then we have...
That should be a battle. Then the last game is Ramapo against Pascack Hills.
Whoa, Pascack Hills with that great shot by Schumer last week. They're still talking about it here.
28 foot.
28 feet, 7 inches officially.
Where'd you come up with the 7
I made it up.
20.
There we go. Anderson with a reverse, no good. Put back up and in
Number
by
4.
Manly Dorme. So Dorme followed the play and got the rebound and put it in. Made it 24-13, Don Bosco. Gaines.
It's been quite a game. Defensive battle.
Anosike hands off to Johnson. Johnson pulls it back.
7 turnovers for Paramus Catholic.
Anosike, nice shot from the outside.
Goes 9 points for Anosike.
24-15. Don Bosco leads. Mustafa.
He would look good on the Ramapo College team, Anosike. Wouldn't he look good?
You know what?
That's a great place for him. Not that he's being recruited, but wouldn't it have been nice to go there? I love that school.
I gotta agree. You're right.
Close to home.
McBreen. Good
Coach McBreen.
There he is.
And
And
there
he fights it in. Another 2 points.
11 points for him.
He's got 11 of their 17 points.
It would be nice if he was another 3 or 4 inches, about 6'8", 6'9", with his inside game. Outstanding young man.
I still think he's got a lot of upside.
Oh, I agree.
Arlington knocked away inside. Sykes could have knocked it away. Johnson and Asike, they tried to get a
Got a foul
alley-oop and a foul.
on number 12, Bagan.
Oh, Bagan picks up the foul. And they're going to call it a shooting foul, and Asike will go to the line.
At the line with 2 shots, EJ and 2 shots.
2 shots for Anasike.
Gets the rim.
Shooter roll.
That's it.
Oh, it was a shooter roll. Oh, it's nice and quiet right now.
Oh, yeah. He gets the same,
Two
the same
rolls.
shot twice. So he makes 2 to bring it to a 24-19 game.
I think everybody's out there. I think everybody's out eating a long lunch they have.
Well, it's Valentine's Day today.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. What'd you do for Miss Peck today, John?
She's in the Poconos.
I said, what did you do for Miss Peck today?
I cleaned the house.
Oh, there you go. Mustafa puts it up and no
Oh.
good. Again puts it up. No good.
3 for a nickel.
Paul puts it up. No,
No.
good. No good. It's 5. Finally,
Oh.
CK. That's
2
5
down.
rebounds. Johnson. That's a good job. Cleaning
5
the house,
rebounds for-
Cleaning the house with Miss Peg. That was great.
Well, it was clean.
It was clean when she left. And in.
For number 5,
Now
Gaines.
And all of a sudden, it's a 24-21 game.
And a
They're gonna
TO
call a
by
foul against Anderson. And that brings Coach Mark Scott to his feet.
So Anderson.
And just like this, it's a 3-point game with 4:41 to go.
It's 8-2 in this quarter in favor of the Paladins.
Johnson lays it
Oh!
up and in. We are now a 1-point game as Paramus Catholic comes back.
10-2 run by Paramus Catholic. The Paladins, riding on their horses, are coming back.
So, now, we saw this in the first half.
It's
where
like everybody wants to relax for a while.
they want to give us a chance to catch our breath and
I
get our
like
scores
that.
right. Have a sip of water.
Good-looking young man here.
Talk
Brandon
among yourselves
Anderson.
over there.
About 17, 18 points, I think, a game. 6'1". Look at this. This is good.
We're just hanging around here.
Isn't this basketball game easy?
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Look at him. Look how nice he's just sitting back.
All right.
And coach for the Paladins saying,
So you
Just sit
talk,
back.
You cleaned the house with Miss Peg?
a little bit, yes.
I made Miss Viola a wonderful breakfast this morning.
It would have been nice, yeah. She had a card, I had a card on the table.
Wait a minute, here we go.
All right, they took a little break. We can talk about Miss Peg.
Paul puts it up and in. Right down the middle. So
That
now
was-
it's 26-23. Gaines. Zerback shoots it for 3. Off the rim, no good. Zerback back outside.
Another
Sykes,
3.
Another 3, no good. Inside Danasike, and he's fouled.
We'll shoot 2. Number
So
two.
with 2:52 to go, EJ will go to the line. 26-23, Don Bosco Prep leads. Paramus Catholic. Another close game, John.
9 rebounds by Anasike.
Misses that one.
That's his first, no, not his first foul shot.
Jared Simmons is in, and Justin Sykes will sit down.
One shot.
He makes that one. So he makes 1 or 2.
Score is now
26-23?
24.
24. Sorry. They took a long time to put the point up.
14 points for Anasike. He's starting to take over.
He's played well. Anderson, they're going to get him for a step.
A small one, but that's all it needs.
So now, Simmons will bring it out.
7 turnovers for Don Bosco. Coach Zavario's looking to bring somebody in, number
Harper
24.
Ronald Harper will check in for Don Bosco next stoppage of play.
Yeah, he's trying to get some action inside.
Serbeck.
And you can see him counting. There's 3,
Taking-
there's 4.
Watching Serbeck.
That was 4 on the count. There's 5.
He didn't go forward, I guess.
Yep. Well, he had 4 right before that, then he went to 5.
Number 24. Ronald Harper. Number 24.
So Harper comes in.
So Mark Scott is complaining to the official. Got an explanation. Anderson from outside shoots. No good. Banging around. Simmons has. Crossover. 1:58 to go in the third. Johnson. 26-24. Another close game. We've had every game has been close that we've done.
Well,
the score may not be close. He got it wide open. Puts it up and in, and we are tied at 26 with 1:44 to go.
Johnson with 8 and a tie score. What we expected.
Anderson, Paul, Harper, Mustafa's been quiet.
13 of 4.
And he throws the ball away.
13 of 4 run by Paramus Catholic in this quarter to come back. 8-8 as far as turnovers.
So 1:21 to go in the third quarter. Johnson has.
It's been all Paramus Catholic in this quarter. 4 points for Don Bosco.
Anasike.
He had a big part in this. 7 points in this quarter. Anasike.
Anasike driving.
Oh, look.
Cut
Now,
off by
I haven't
Erlington.
seen this.
Pushes back out. We have 1 minute to go. Anasike has the ball banged away.
Pickpocket.
Erlington will go in. No good.
He'll shoot
And a
2.
foul.
That was good. The 2 big men.
Erlington was able to strip him.
Arlington got the award on that. Second foul by Anasike.
So Marcellus Erlington will go to the line.
So he won that battle. Let's see.
Nice touch to put Don Bosco prep up by 1. And he gets the rim. Oh, wait a minute. No good.
No basket?
No basket. They waved the basket off. A lane violation.
So
One
the
of the
score
players
is
in the
still
lane.
27-26. 1 point.
Johnson bringing it up. Johnson inside with the big ones and is fouled. This is our friend, the athletic director, Scott Langen at Paramus Catholic. He works with our dear friend, Jimmy Avitabile, works with him. Johnson. We are all tied at 27.
And the score is correct.
And we have 42.2 seconds to go.
Make
And
it
just
good.
like that, with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter, Paramus Catholic has come back and now leads 28-27.
It's been a low-scoring battle. Great defense by both teams.
You know who's been quiet? Mustafa.
Well, he's got 9 points, all in the first half.
Aye.
Well, Paramus,
Can't keep him quiet too long.
well, Don Bosco's got 5 points in this quarter, Larry.
And they're going to say he stepped on the line. The ball will go over with 18 seconds to Paramus Catholic.
Only 5 points for Don Bosco in this quarter. So outstanding defense by the Paladins. So you have Paul and Dorme, 2 basket each, and 1 foul shot by Earlington in this quarter.
13 seconds to go. Johnson throws it out. Long shot, 3-pointer, and goes in. Goes in. Niall Sams goes in. And at the last shot of the game, of the quarter, I beg your pardon, third quarter, Paramus Catholic takes a 31-27 lead over Don Bosco Prep. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. The Bergen County Jamboree 2016 is the 60th Oscar F. Thompson Memorial Bergen County Jamboree. Nick Besnick has told us, he's one of our cameramen, that the Jersey Access Group will be viewing our games on 64 different television systems. And that'll be throughout the state. So the month of March, the Jersey Access Group will be covering our games, and we welcome you to joining our games, and we hope that you all enjoy our games. And send Nick a note if you like it. Ball for 3, rims the basket, no good. Earlington puts it up, no good.
We got a foul inside. We're waiting to hear since...
I didn't hear it. Did you hear it, John?
No. Here it is. Number 5.
Rebounded, comes to Johnson.
So that's James on a foul.
Simmons, he was caught on the sideline.
4.5 seconds.
Simmons now out to Gaines.
Mustafa was doing a great job defense at that time. They're into a man-to-man, looks like. Well,
Simmons inside. Johnson knocked away from behind by Anderson. Looked like he had himself an easy layup, but Anderson came around and just knocked the ball away. Serback drives the lane, pushes outside to Gaines. 3-point if he hits.
Count it.
And he does. He hits.
Gaines.
34-27. Paramus Catholic leads. Anderson. Lays it up and in. That's Ronald Harper. And a timeout called by Kevin DeVerio with 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Paramus Catholic leads 34-29 over Don Bosco Prep. And these are the players who are going to next game from Bergen Catholic High School.
There they are.
Well, as this situation, 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the game. Paramus Catholic leads Don Bosco Prep 34-29. We're at the Stratus Arena at the Rotman Center on the campus of Fairleigh Dickinson University in Hackensack, New Jersey. And this is the quarterfinals of the Bergen County Jamboree. Anderson brings it up.
And they're trying to double team at this point, full court press, trying to get some offense here for Don Bosco.
Yeah, play good defense. You try to get some baskets
well,
off
you
the
have
defense.
to. You know, they're down by 5 at this point.
Anasike, watched by Earlington.
And you got to.
Earlington knocks the ball away.
About 4 seconds that time on the count. Oh.
They're going to call a block on Earlington. Earlington and Anasike are having a battle. Right in front of us, too. It's like being on ringside.
So in Earlington, they have a foul. Marcellus has got 3 fouls. Nobody's really in foul trouble.
Johnson, watched by Bagan.
Great
Johnson
defense.
puts it up. No good. Anasike has the ball bouncing around, and they're going to call a foul. Let's see who it is. Are they calling it on Bagan?
Ironman personal foul, called on number 12, Charlie Bagan.
Bagan with the foul.
Second for Bagan. 10 rebound for Anasike.
Anasike hits another one.
He's got 15 points, 10 rebounds. Make it 16 points.
So 16 points,
36.
36-29.
7-point differential. And they were getting the foul on number 5 that time, Gaines on the foul. He's got 3.
Anderson over to Paul. Bagan's cutting, they can't get it to him. Mustafa's got a wide open shot. Give him 2. When he's out there by himself,
Give him 3.
he
Give him
really
3.
will lose it. Some pressure now.
12 points for Mustafa.
Don Bosco putting pressure defensively.
Mustafa has 12. You can't leave him open.
No. And Bosco's got to get the ball to him.
Got 3 threes in the game.
4-point lead. And they're
Player
gonna call
control foul.
And a play control foul against number 45. That's Jared Simmons.
And the coach is saying, son, you got to stay under control.
His first personal foul.
Niall Sam's coming in.
Now on the personal foul is number 15, Niall Sam.
So Niall Sam's is in for Paramus Catholic.
A 4-point differential at this point.
Anderson gets inside, shoots, no good. Rebound. Paul fights his way, and he's fouled.
Chris Paul.
So Paul will go to the line to make it a 1-point game.
Number 15, Niall Sam is second, James fourth. At the line for one shot, Niall Chris Paul.
So Paul will go to the line. No good. Anasike hands it to Johnson. Johnson comes all the way up. Johnson, somehow he hung on to that ball. He kept control of it. Gaines. Zerbeck for 3. Bangs, no good. Bagan with the rebound. Quickly, over to Anderson. Anderson gets away, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul.
Preventing a turnover at that point.
Number 15, Niall Sam, his third personal
So
foul.
Sam's, that's his 3rd.
Niall Sam picked the foul up.
3rd one.
Bagan. And
Oh, that's
let's see,
Could be
they're going to call a
Anasike.
foul on Anasike. Him and Earlington were battling for that ball.
well, let's say maybe number 5 game. Nope. That's his 4th foul on Gaines. That's big. That is a big foul.
Earlington misses.
So right now, Gaines, he's got to watch. He could be out of this game with the next foul.
Yeah, Gaines is the senior. And
He's
he
the heart
calms
and
everything
soul.
down. Yeah, he calms everything down.
He's the glue.
That's you're right. Absolutely.
That's the best word.
1 point lead for Paramus Catholic. Johnson brings it up.
Double team.
Double team. Stripped. Comes back out to Johnson. Anasike saved it. We're at 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game.
It's been a great defensive battle by 2 outstanding teams. Paramus Catholic is playing a great game.
We've
Against Don
had
Bosco.
great games, Sean.
Oh, I agree. I think they were doing a dance. You had the hand right around.
Let's see if they go to one-on-one here.
They did a two-step.
You know, the games we've done, the scores may not show it at the end, but they've been close games into the fourth quarter. Previous game, 51-40, Teaneck beat Ramsey. It was 37-37 in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
No good.
Those are the points
Anderson
you got to make.
taken away by Anasika. Johnson has.
They're looking for a little sliver out there to go through to the hoop.
No. Nice play in there by Anderson. Simmons was stopped. Anderson over to Mustafa. Fagan gets inside. Hands to Earlington. And Earlington, nice easy layup. And Don Bosco goes up by a point, 37-36.
Arlington's done a great job since he's been in the game.
Then we have a timeout on the court with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. The score is 37-36. Don Bosco over Paramus Catholic. The Bergen County Coach Association and the Bergen Jamboree Committee would like to thank the staff and the athletic department of Fairleigh Dickinson University for hosting the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the championship game, which will come up on the 26th. We also want to thank Sean Morrison and the wonderful staff here for helping us. We were here Thursday. They walked us through the entire court and complex and told us exactly where we could put our cameras and facilitated us the minute we got here. Thank you so very much from the Jamboree Committee and from WCTV.
Well, we're happy to be back at FDU at the Rothman Center. This is a place to play.
This is a great place.
Great
to sing
place.
And do a game. When we started the third quarter, Paramus Catholic led 31-27. It is now 37-36, Don Bosco. So it's a 10-5 run here. Ed Crowmer, co-director of the Jamboree. Talking to fans and
8-5 in this quarter in favor of Don Bosco that brought him back to a 1-point lead. This game is going to end at the end, the last second. Whoever has the ball could win this game. Yeah.
he was Ed
He
walking
looks
by.
like a professor, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Very happy.
Professor.
Professor.
Professor Ed Kramer.
He was a long-time athletic director at Tenafly.
I used to call him up at times.
Yeah, for what?
Oh, to tell him I was coming to his place.
Had to have a foul.
And a play control
Play
foul.
control foul.
With an adamant completion by the referee.
Big foul.
That's big.
At the 3-minute mark, Don Bosco up by a point. Now they're going to hold the ball. They're going to hold the ball again. They're going to hold it out. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to get somebody to not cover someone so they can get an easy layup. Now, Paramus Catholic comes up. Anderson, there it is. Paul, and he gets it. That's what they were looking for. Paul was able to sneak inside, get the pass, and lay it up. 39-36.
8 points for Paul. 6'5", one of the guards.
Gaines. Sykes. Anasika, and they're going to call Earlington for a push with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
Earlington looks like the number 4 foul. Number 4, I believe. If I'm correct.
Number 22 of the island, Marcellus Earlington. That is his 5th personal foul.
39-36. Anasika will go.
Marcellus is out of the game.
Oh,
That's number 5 on Earlington. Now they have 30 seconds to substitute someone to come
but
in.
it gives us a chance to talk about John. Since we've been started covering these games this year, every game has gotten into the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter, within 2-3 points. Now the scores may not show it because the team had a run, but we've had some close games. There's been no blowouts.
Well, you know what it is? It seems like one of the teams run out of gas at the end of the game, and the other team who's supposed to win, wins. which is,
So these games have been very, very competitive.
and here you have number 25, Anosike on the line for 2, I believe.
Yeah, he's been living on the line this evening.
He's got 16 at this point.
Hits the
Make
bottom
it
of the barrel.
17.
So now it's a 2-point game with 2:16 to go. We can make it a 1-point game.
Well, you and I can't, but I think number 25 will.
Well, yeah, well,
Could you imagine?
and he does.
Could you imagine if we made a point for somebody?
Well, that'd be news. That'd be all over Twitter,
Oh my God.
Facebook. First of all, we won't to see the basket. Let him shoot it up there.
It's a long way from here to make a basket.
Oh, we get a car if we hit it from here. A car of your
1-point
choice.
game.
Here we go, Anderson. We're at the 2-minute mark. Mustafa. Anderson driving. Ooh, he had a lane maybe. Stop. Now he's got one.
Oh,
And they're going to call a blocking foul on Serbic.
that hurt. I felt that hurt.
We heard that here.
And that was number 2, Skurback.
Absolutely. So Serbic picks up the foul.
His second, the 7th. Both teams now with the foul in the
So
second.
now it's 1-1.
Going to the free throw line, they are
So both teams are 1-1.
Brandon Anderson.
This is a 1-1 now for Anderson. He'll go to the line
1-1
with
for Anderson.
Don Bosco up by 1 point.
$150 to go in the game.
Rebound, no good.
Big miss
Oh, yeah.
if you're rooting for the Paladin.
That's just a big miss if you're a basketball fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Begin, watching Johnson. We are 1 point different with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the game. Bosco and going to be short. Anderson has. Anderson coming down. Anderson all the way.
Oh.
No.
Oh!
Good. He got it. Anderson took it all the way down. The ball stayed on the rim for eternity and fell back through. It is now 41-38, 3-point game. Johnson shoots, no good, banging around. Anderson with another rebound. Quickly, caught.
Oh, yeah.
Dorme is fouled as he runs into, looks like it'll be Anosike, we'll see. 1 minute exactly to go.
He had Dorme underneath. And Anosike, number 3 on the foul. That's
So Manly Dorme will go to the line.
2 shots. A shooting foul.
Hits the first one. Now that's a 2-possession, John. More than 2 possessions. It's a 4-point game now. He needs 3 points. It's a 2-possession shot.
And we're a minute to the game.
Minute to go.
42-38. One more shot right here for Manly Dorme. Make it 2.
Make it 2.
5 points. Timeout. 20 seconds for timeout for Coach DeVario.
So we come back. It's 5 points. It's a 2-possession game. And Bosco leads 43-38. The Bergen County Coaches Association and the Jamboree Committee would like to thank the staff and the athletic department of Bergenfield High School, Bergen Catholic High School. That's where the first rounds were played. Northern Highlands and Otapan.
And
And Tenafly. Bergenfield, Bergen Catholic, and Otapan were the first rounds were played. Northern Highlands and Tenafly. The second round was played last week. We want to thank those schools and the athletic directors and the staff for hosting the first 2 rounds of this wonderful tournament. And now we're here for the quarters. Next week, we should even mention, next week at 5 and 7, we will have the semifinals. The winner of this game will play Teaneck.
5 and 7, I believe the game.
I
they're gonna be
believe they
playing.
are 5
Come
and 7.
early.
Come early, get a great seat. And that'll be Sunday,
That'll be an
February
SRO foul.
21st. My anniversary.
We can put it on a camera.
What's that?
Yeah, she can be our camera person.
My wife.
What a good thing to do at
Oh, yeah. We did that one year.
I know we did.
I haven't heard the. And I heard it all the way home.
that was at Ramapo College.
No, that was here.
Was it here?
That was over
Well,
here.
you better remember that. She probably makes you remember that every month.
Anasike, the ball is stripped by Dorme with
Not only
49 seconds.
Not only do you take me there, and then you make me work.
Well, I had some help from a dear friend who gave me some advice, and we're working something out. I should be here next week.
Hey, we know you will be.
49.1 seconds to go.
Well, a little break right here, I think. Oh, they had to get the basketball.
The basketball, I think, went back to our truck.
No, I think somebody took the basketball, was running out. They had to stop.
49 seconds to go. It's 43-38.
Looks like a young man was taking that basketball out of here.
Serbeck puts it up. No good. Mustafa. Off to Anderson. Anderson meanders through a crowd and lays it up. No good. Put up by Paul and good. And a whistle.
Well,
let's see.
think there was a foul before that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think it's 25.
No basket. Fourth on Anasike.
Anasike got his foul.
And 2 shots by Anderson. Makes
Anderson has played a wonderful game. How many points he has, John, on your score there?
8. Right now, 8 points. But tough 8 points.
They're tough and handle the ball very well.
Great ball handler.
Anasike with the rebound, off to Johnson. Johnson directing traffic to Serbeck, and a whistle. Timeout on the court as Paramus Catholic calls a timeout with 32.5 seconds to go. They trailed Don Bosco Prep 44-38.
By 6.
So there's 32.5 seconds to go. Gaines will throw it in right in front of us here at our table.
4 fouls on Gaines.
Don Bosco leads 44-38 over Paramus Catholic.
50 years, Paramus Catholic has been in existence.
That's right. We see the back of Gaines' shirt.
If not, I wouldn't have known. So,
Anasike hands back to Gaines. Gaines gets inside, and they're going to call a walk. 2 referees had their hands up.
yeah,
had the same
they were
call.
ready. They were ready.
29.9 seconds to go.
6
Mustafa by himself puts it up and in, and that should just about do it as it's 46-38 with 20 seconds to go.
14 points for Mustafa.
Johnson, Dorme has the rebound. Hands off to Mustafa.
As the clock
Mustafa
is
will come
going
along.
down.
There's 10 seconds to go. And
Yeah, you
Don
don't need to
Bosco will
score.
come away with a hard-fought 46-38 victory over a gallant Paramus Catholic team. It was close. It was 32-27. Paramus Catholic at the end of 3, but Don Bosco did enough, played hard enough to pull out a 46-38 victory over Paramus Catholic, and now they will move on to play Teaneck next week
That'll be a war.
on the 21st of February in the semifinals. It'll be Teaneck and Don Bosco Prep. We still have the Ramapo, Pascagoula, St. Joe's, Bergen Catholic to round out the other 2 teams, but Don Bosco Prep comes away. And I can't tell you how hard this game was. It was a tough game all the way down to the end. 46-38, John, the
Quick
stats.
scores. For Paramus Catholic, Tylen Johnson 10, Gaines 5, MJ Scott 2, Sams 3, Anasike 18 for 38 points. For the winners, the Don Bosco Prep, 8 points for Paul, 8 points for Anderson, 4 for Dorme, Mustafa 14, Bagan 3, 7 for Erlington, and 2 for Harper. 46-38, Don Bosco will meet Teaneck.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this game. We have another one coming up along the line. Bergen Catholic, St. Joe's. And we hope you stay along for that one. Again, the final score. Don Bosco moves on to the semifinals with a win over Paramus Catholic, 46-38. Good night, everybody.